Welcome to YLL. It's your girl Jazz Young,
And it's your boy Nelly Nels.
and we're back with another one. How are you doing, my guy? What's going on?
Cold, freezing.
Tell me about it. I got the chills. I've been down bad since.
What are the chills?
Where you have
Like-
things. Yeah, I just feel like, well, me, I don't shiver, so.
No.
But I feel like when you have stuff to warm you up, but
And
yet
it's
you're
still
still
not
cold, that's chills. Or when it's hot and you're cold, those are chills. Just like if it's
Did you
cold.
check your temperature?
No, I don't have a thermometer, but I know it's not I know it's not a sick thing because Benadryl works. So I know it's my allergies acting up. But I'm allergic to cats, like severely. So unless the cat is sprayed down, what I Googled, shout out to Google, but when I Googled just to kind of like have an understanding of how long I was going to be out down for, it was saying like when you have a severe allergy, sometimes it lasts as like a common cold or flu and the symptoms feel that way.
That's how a manifests.
Yeah, so
So
unfortunately.
you down bad.
No, I'm back. I'm back a little bit. Excuse me. I mean, I'm gonna have to cough, but I'm back a little bit. I still have like a little cough. I still have my moments of other stuff, but we're good. We're here. I didn't really want to be here today.
Jesus.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just. This is the first day where I feel a little up, so like I want to chill versus like doing things. But shout out to him. He forced me to get up. I mean, I was gonna get up anyway, but we knew that because I called you and told you what was going on. But we're back. We're good. We're about to get into the holiday season, which is exciting. What are you doing for the holidays?
Holiday season. I'm just gonna go my normal. Like I'm spending a couple days down the way. Me and my daughter we're getting Christmas pictures tomorrow so that we can do our holiday Christmas cards. I'm gonna send them out to all our family and friends.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a lot. And then just getting gifts. Yeah, that's it.
I understand. Me personally, I think I'm hanging out with my dad for Christmas because I was with my mom for Thanksgiving. And if you like anything like me, you have to
Split your time.
You have to split the time. So because I was with my mom for Thanksgiving, I got to be with my dad for Christmas.
Oh, this is like a little custody. They still have custody of you. They still do. They do joint custody.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
That's cute.
I feel like I would get cussed out if I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But let's get into the episode. There's so much that happened this week. First and foremost, they supposedly found the killer that shot the man.
Why is his name Luigi? I don't like that.
I don't think it's him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't think it's
because I
him.
had my thoughts on that, but why?
I just feel like the first reason is how do you find somebody that was in Pennsylvania, but then y'all say he came from like Atlanta? Why was somebody that way, in a sense, ready to shoot, kill with a snipe with a?
Because I thought it was B613 that did it.
It probably still is, and B613 had to get somebody with the fall guy.
Yeah.
And I think they're just gonna pay some good money for him, and it's gonna be cool. I just feel like it just logically to me doesn't make sense that he killed somebody, and then 10 days later he's very close to the place that he killed somebody.
Right.
Like I would expect him to be in California somewhere. Why are you in PA?
I thought he was gonna be in
Russia.
Guatemala. Well, I'll say this. I did because I did want to know more about the reason behind it. So we did get the reason behind it, as far as like his mom and stuff, which was very touching. And just working in the field that I work in, remember I said last thing I said is the insurance thing is a lot with that, and it messes people.
They taking money. We shouldn't have to pay for healthcare. That's first and foremost. But then did you see how the lady that threatened Blue Cross Blue Shield?
Yes, I saw that today.
With the same, and then she talking about something.
And I know she looking crazy.
Yeah, because she's like, I don't own no guns. I don't do this. But I guess she wanted to call the United States on their bluff. I guess, but they was gonna be on it because
it's too
soon.
girl, too soon.
Too soon. She's like, yeah,
calm down with all that.
Y'all are next. But you see how quick Blue Cross Blue Shield had hurry up and change that narrative real quick. They was like, wait, what? No, this is not what we were trying to do. We're trying to do this. We're trying to find a way to. They took that shit back.
Because here's one thing that I just know to be true. Just like any like corporate system that is heavily involved with things like money, healthcare, this, that, and the third. Any like new thing that basically they want to make sure that we're not, as the consumer, backing them up against the wall. So whoever does anything crazy next, they're gonna go in on them.
Yeah, so it's like, why would you do that, lady? But I want to know, do you guys think it's really Luigi, or is it somebody? Is it like Luigi the Fallout guy? Because like yeah, it's just, to me, looking at the facts, I just feel like he would have calculated his getaway a little bit better, personally.
Well, and I mean that too, or it could be him, and he could have just really been like on some stuff. Like, first of all, he's not an ugly man, though. That's the first thing I know.
He's 26. He's a young man too.
Yeah, he's not ugly, but I think too, he ain't that cute. Okay. But I do think, listening to the story behind it too, like, I mean, some people really go hard and they ride for their people. So maybe he just was, on that, But I do find it, and he was like showing it's like, okay, if he did it, he wanted to be caught for sure.
It had to be, but why not just stay in New York? Why waste 10 days of manhunting? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm just like,
maybe would have did it for the plot.
I just feel like that part is weird. And then you sent me about the whole YouTube thing. That it's gonna premiere on Sunday. They say. So Luigi, YouTube, there's like something that's gonna premiere,
which is so I like him. Now I hate I hate what he did. I hate that it had to somebody's life was taken, but like this plot, I love it.
But that's what killers like that be doing stuff like that. They always have like a memoir. They always have like a little video so that they can tell their story. No one can control it.
But see, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because right now they're trying to control the narrative. I still think this is all concocted by the United States government. But it's okay. We don't got no proof, so it's all alleged. But I just think it's another crazy thing. Another alleged thing that happened this week. Jay-Z. I know you don't like talking about him. I'm not going to say nothing crazy today. I got my opinion is on point today. How you feel about the Jay-Z stuff?
When it comes to like, I think his response to it was very, I think he really went hard, and so it makes me think maybe he didn't do that specific thing. So yeah. I
think his response gave guilty and innocent, like you said, but not necessarily to the 13-year-old.
Right.
But to the other crimes that he was doing with 14, 15, 16-year-olds. You know what I mean? Like, it might have not been that girl. Unless that's why he wanted to know who it was. I do think, though, I don't put nothing past nobody. Oh, right?
I live my life that way now. Yeah. And I think if anything 2024 has shown us, honey, you cannot put anything past nobody.
But the other thing is, I don't put things past myself. I don't put nothing past you. Like,
see, you always have to take things to the max capacity.
Because it's the truth. I personally feel the lesson is don't put nothing past anybody.
So you could see me killing somebody.
If you need to, yeah. Well, what's the conditions? You know what I mean? We can't just say.
But so you need to say.
If you crashing out, yeah.
You need to say.
If you crashing out, yeah.
But what if
he crashed out?
What if it's our random? If they say, "Oh, Nelly Nails done went and killed an 80-year-old woman," he just woke up and he went and killed that woman.
I will call you first and be like, "Did you really do this nutty shit?" Like,
and I'm gonna say, "Absolutely no, I didn't."
But what if you really did? I don't put nothing past you. I wouldn't be like, well, I don't know what people go through. You might have took a drug that made you do something. I don't know.
I would need you to put that past. I would need you to think, oh, I know for sure.
See, I don't put stuff past me sometimes. I think I'll be surprising myself with the stuff I do. So it's just like, because you're looking at it like that, like killing or.
Because you have, so don't say.
But rape, but you gotta think. We're talking about raping. You know what I mean? You might rob a bank. I wouldn't put nothing past you. Like, I would call you and ask you. I would give you that decency to give you the benefit. But if you told me you did it, I wouldn't be like, oh my God. No, because I feel like everybody, you have a moment of snapping.
Everybody can crash out.
Everybody can crash out for whatever reason in that moment. You can't sit here and say, oh, because this is your character. No, I think that we all have those moments. I also feel like Jay-Z persona changed after the whole fight in the elevator. So I think that
As in, like, what was his persona before
I feel like
that?
the craziness, the crazy life that he was probably living, he changed it.
Oh, after the elevator.
Yeah, because it was too public. Too many people wanted to know what's going on. They kind of got into their personal life. I feel like that was his moment to say, you know what? Let me focus on this white money. Let me focus on continue to empower my black people behind closed doors. You know, that I think that's where he went. I also feel like he probably did commit these crimes, like some of these crimes that they're talking about, but he has grown, he has changed. I don't think that it's okay for us to say like every time that we always take a moment to bring a black man down. No, I think the black community just be the one community that's like, yo, we're gonna hold our people accountable. Like, whereas other communities like that shit sweep around under the rug because they got a benefit from it. We as black, we don't have no benefit. We don't see Jay-Z. We don't listen to Jay. Jay is not around us. Jay is not talking to us. Like, this is the most we've heard from Jay all year.
So why do you think that is, though? Like, why are we the community to hold our people accountable when nobody else?
Because everybody holds us accountable. You know, you do what others do to you, in a sense. You start picking up that nature. I feel like we also are hard on each other because we never receive grace from other people. So we tend to not give ourselves grace. And why not? You know, it kind of goes with the drama aspect of, you know, oh, we don't support our people. Boom. Yeah. Like I just hate that argument of, oh, you know, we the only community that always trying to break a black man down. First of all, we're not the ones who did it. You know what I'm saying? We're not the ones who brought the charges. Do y'all not realize it was a white man that brought the charges?
But do you think though, like, because that's interesting. I never thought about that. But I do you think that's a problem?
That we hold each other accountable? I think it's a problem.
That we're the only community.
Yes. I think it's a problem because one, society lacks accountability. Like the homeboy that killed the boy in the train in New York, he got swept. Like, that's done. Sometimes you can kill people and get away with it, even whatever the reason is. I personally don't think he had the right to kill somebody. You're not a cop. You're just a pedestrian. You may think that you're helping someone else, but you could have just knocked him out with a chokehold. You didn't have to kill him. You know, but there's no consequences for that action. He got off because I guess it was self-defense, and the jury couldn't figure it out. So it was up to the judge, and the judge made the decision to just free him and let it be what it is. He's good. So I think it's definitely a bad thing because we look at ourselves hard. I also think it's a bad thing because we never really take the time to get all the facts. I think we make decisions based off that one headline. And then as headlines come, our decisions change. Our mindset different. We, you know, with another topic we may talk about, I feel like that's what happened yesterday. It was like you had this first argument, and then the more everybody was changing their side. So I think that's just how we are as people. We need to get better with allowing people to be innocent until proven guilty. We already give them the guilty plea. Now that is a problem within our community. We don't give them the benefit, or like I said, we don't let things pass people by. But at the same time, I also feel like with R. Kelly, we've heard all that. R. Kelly's thing was happening for years. This is my first time hearing a lot about Diddy. But as the facts come out, you're sitting here like, I just feel like at some point Jay-Z was living this type of life. And I just feel like he might not be living that life now, but shouldn't he still be held accountable for the actions that he committed? Yeah. Or I also question is like, why now? Why do these people been rich for the last 15, 20 years. Why now? What is the reason for you to try to bring him down? Another thing, a lot of these people are white people. That's the other reason why I don't understand why our community be like, we the first to bring us down, or we the first to be praying for people downfall. Nah, we the first to not see what America is doing to our people. That's our problem. We don't see how America puts us against each other. And then we say it's us. No, it's society. And we allow it. Yeah. And then we talk about, oh, we do this, we do that. Oh, no other community does that. They do. They probably just don't talk about it a lot. They sweep it under the rug, and it's called white privilege. They have privileges that we don't have. So it's like, why do we allow society to determine anything versus like just letting yourself like come up with your own opinion? If you think Jay-Z did it, why? Not because the media said so, not because, why? Why? Because, I mean, the elites are crazy. That could be a good reason. The elites are crazy. We will
Power
be
is a
surprised.
crazy thing to have.
I truly do think like we will be surprised of the ish that goes on in with the elites. We'll be surprised.
Because you know they said they got tunnels and stuff over
They
there.
different.
Over there to LA, so they said they got tunnels under the ground.
Oh, so I ain't hear all that. You telling me
What?
something? Yeah, I ain't hear that. What you
There's a
mean?
whole like them them eye people. There's apparently like a whole city underneath just where we are, and they have like tunnels and things, and like it's a whole bunch of stuff down there.
Yeah, see, I didn't.
And
I didn't know that.
I've heard that from a couple like celebrities or whatever, and then there's a airport somewhere where like a big horse, like a big blue horse, and they say that airport. They've said this years ago though.
That airport is for elites only.
No, it has an underground situation
Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I never heard that. But I once again I went and put it past the
in
elites.
Denver.
Oh, Denver. You gotta have it in a weird, crazy states.
It's a blue Mustang called the Blucifer.
See, I gotta read on that, y'all. I'm not about to report on that type of knowledge because I don't have that knowledge. But yeah, like I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, I don't know. I think that we can't put nothing past the elites. Stop. We need to stop as people trying to bring our people down by saying we're bringing each other down. That we're the only people that don't give people the benefit of the doubt. It's not giving them the benefit of the doubt. It's looking at the elites and saying the elites are crazy enough to make this happen. The elites are crazy enough to do this. And there's been history of him wanting Aaliyah, Foxy Brown, and Beyonce when they were all underage. So it's kind of like there could be truth to what it is. It could have changed when he got his daughter, Blue, 13, 14 years ago. Like, we don't physically know what if it happened. We don't know if he changed, but I would say I personally feel like I wouldn't put it past him. Why now? And if it did happen, what is it that the people want?
I don't know, because you remember, was it Cat Williams that said 2024 gonna be the time where somebody has said this at the beginning of the year.
He said 2024 is the year of truth.
Yeah. So I mean, when we talk about why now, it's just I don't know. It's just
Yeah, see, I'm like, why is this the idea now? But at the end of the day, hopefully, we haven't heard anything else from the whole Jay-Z thing besides the person, allegedly, the girl who said she was that girl, she said that the Benzo guy, I think his last name is, the lawyer that threw the subpoena at Jay-Z, she said it's lies. He fabricated that didn't happen. I told him it didn't happen, but he needed this story. Once again, Jay-Z has too much power. Therefore, I don't care what. I personally don't trust nothing unless I'm talking to you. And get to see your body language, get to see how you answer questions, hear the pitch. You can write everything you want. That don't mean nothing to me. When Jay-Z get on camera and start answering the questions, then we can talk about it. You know what I mean? We looking at paper, that means nothing. The girl, we still don't know who she is. That means nothing. And even though I don't care who she is, I just feel like, why did you let this lie last for 2 days before you said something? Like, you didn't say anything until Jay-Z demanded to know who you were. Then you said it's a lie. You could have said it as a lie the day of.
I mean, you could have. I mean, the thing with these things are like, you just it's so hard to call anything because you just don't know like what. You just don't know. You just don't know. All of it to me is just exhausting. It's exhausting. Everybody, 2024 has literally wore me down to the bone. Like, because I really think, because what all this year has been like the Diddy stuff, right? Like, that started in 2024. Ever since then, it has just been thing after thing, person after person. Like, it's so much going on that it make you really be like. But one thing I will say, just for me spiritually, it like makes sense, to see all these people just falling and falling and falling. And two, I think it's a good lesson to that, the celebrity culture that has been around for years, decades. Everybody wanted to be a celebrity. Everybody wanted to just be famous and have this life and have this power. But I think it's good now to show other people maybe you don't want to be a celebrity. Maybe this is not the life that you really want, because it's millions of people who have been celebrities that thought they wanted to be celebrities and then got in it. Their life has been ruined. Their family has been ruined. They've never been safe. They made had an early death. Like so many things. So I think it's put a lot of things in perspective for me. Because I used to be one of those people that wanted to be like, I want to be somebody. I want to make it. But now, I'm like, honey, y'all can have it.
I still want to be famous. I think I want to still have that fame, not because it comes with fame, but because we need positive fameness. Like, we need genuine people that, live their life in a positive way.
And a good influence.
A good influence-wise. And I think that we've gotten so used to the old heads, and then we got these new cats. And some of them are good role models, and while others... they doing the same stuff these kids are doing. So
yeah,
it's just kind of like one of those things. I know for me, I still want it, but I think that it comes with understanding. It also comes with, discipline, because you can't allow it to get the best of you.
Yeah,
you can't allow it to get to you. You can't allow it to go over your head. You got to stay humbled. And I think at some point when you have so much power, you lose that humbleness.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's like, I want the opportunity to show the world that it's these people. Like, because you can keep the humbleness if you got a pure heart. You can't. I feel like they've lost their pure heart. Either they lost the pure heart to money. I don't think it's fame. I think it's more so the money that comes with the fame.
Oh yeah.
The power. The more money you make, the more rooms you're in when the people don't look like you. That's where you kind of like hit the fame. I'm trying to hit like. I'm trying to hit like maybe like I told you like C-list. Like I don't.
I'm about to say yeah. I want to be
or A or B.
I'm good at like I'll be good with like influencer, social media influencer. People know me. Have a few demographics, but like yeah, that's it. I'm trying to think what would be like the peak like fame that I would like be okay, but I'd be like comfortable with like I'll be okay with getting like. Being maybe on like Good Morning America, one time.
Okay.
Like it's like certain shows I definitely want to do, like Good Morning America one time. I definitely want to do like a couple late night shows like Jimmy Fallon them. Be a chance to get on them, stuff like that. But I don't need to be nominated every year for the Grammys and all of that. Like I don't need that. I don't need to have to be on every award show, every red carpet. Like I don't need to do that. Give me a little TV time on prime time TV. Give me on a little soap opera.
You're good.
Honey, I'm all right.
Yeah, I just feel like it needs to be more pure-hearted people that's out here, getting the money. It's not, and then it's not about the money. Like I know for me, yeah, it'd be nice to have money, but like,
who's the purest like A-list celebrity that you feel?
In my opinion, Glorilla, Sexy Red.
I'm okay. Let's talk about people that are like
Denzel Washington,
40,
Samuel
50,
L. Jackson,
yeah. Okay.
Queen Latifah, Angela Bassett. It's not hard.
Well,
you trying to say Angela Bassett be in the
shit? No, this is not. Because it's not about A-list, but when I
Fantasia.
When I say A-list, I mean like.
You asked me what celebrities A-list. Samuel L. Jackson, Denzel Washington, Angela Bassett.
Denzel Washington, yes.
Queen Latifah are A-list celebrities. What are you talking about? Don't piss me off. Why isn't Angela Bassett a A-list celebrity? Because that's the only person
I'm not saying. All right, let's not say A-list. I'll say.
I know. Why did you say that?
No, because that's what I didn't mean. I'm not saying A-list. That's the wrong rating system for me. I mean like. I just mean like world, global celebrities. Like, maybe like Elton John and,
Why? I don't think Elton John was pure. You asked me about the people I think was pure. These are people I think. You're not about to tell me Angela Bassett is not worldwide. Because that's the only person you have to be talking about. Because we already know Denzel and Samuel and Queen.
Denzel. Samuel L. Jackson.
Bro, you don't piss me off. All right. You really think these are not A-list celebrities?
I didn't say that.
You did.
I didn't say that.
When I said A-list, you said When I said my list, you said you looked at me like I was crazy.
That's not.
And then he looked at me like I was crazy. And then
No,
you
because
try to change it up.
No, I looked at you like that because it made me realize that okay, maybe that's not the rating system that I meant. You know what I mean? Because they are all those people are
Whitney
A-list.
Houston.
All those are A-list celebrities. Okay,
That's
Yes,
better
yes.
for you, Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they're all on the same level, but okay. If Angela Bassett died today, because I feel like you was coming at Angela
No,
and Samuel.
I wasn't coming at none of them.
And I just feel like you're a hater.
No, I love all of them. They are all the A-list celebrities for sure.
So why you
I love all of them. I just made realize.
So what's your list? I want to hear your list. Elton John, Whitney, who else?
So no, that's why I was asking because I don't know if any. I would have to think of a pure. Okay, I think I would give something to Lady Gaga. I would say
Adele.
She's pure. Adele.
Kai Cenat.
Who?
Kai Cenat, whatever his name is.
Kai Cenat.
Yeah, Kai Cenat. I don't know how to say the last name.
I'm not. Well, okay, hold on. But I also said older people.
I know, but
I
I switched it to just pure because I think that these people are still out there.
And have heavily,
the only person that's not out here is Whitney.
And have heavily influenced, yes, Kai Cenat for sure. Yeah.
Since you want to talk about worldwide,
we'll talk about global.
Yeah.
Adele for sure. Yeah, Denzel, yes, Kai Cenat, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Queen Latifah,
yes, love her down.
Angela Bassett, Samuel Jackson.
Yeah. No, all of them. We love all of them. I love all of them for sure.
You're such a hater.
No, I grew up watching. Yes, they are all global superstars. For sure.
I would still add Glow and Sexy Red on there. I don't know if they're worldwide, but I do think in America they are pure. They have a pure way of doing things.
Yeah.
May not always be positive, but I do think it comes from
a good place.
They're trying to find their way. And I feel like people can change, as they grow and elevate it. Snoop Dogg is another pure-hearted person, I think. He's pure. Flavor Flav, since they've been in the Olympics, they're worldwide. But yeah, I just feel like, it's just a lot of dark-skinned people. Right?
Yeah, they are pure. Every dark-skinned person is, we love them.
I'm going to say every because Diddy dark-skinned. And look where we're at with him. With that being said, let's go to a nice little premiere that happened this week. Something more positive. Not Jay-Z. Oh, Father God, forgive me. Jamie Foxx. What happened was...
I think he's pure, right?
Yeah. I think Jamie's pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would want to meet Jamie. But sure. Usually we do like a little quick movie review. So this is our movie review of the Jamie Foxx stand-up comedy show on Netflix. First and foremost, I think I'd just be saying 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. But I do think it's a 10 out of 10. I think that you guys are going to be able to hear his story from the horse's mouth. And I think that's very important. I also think that it was finally good to hear the story from him.
Because we was I forgot. I think it's so crazy how just the media and life just moves on. Because that was the story for like a good couple of weeks. We were honey, they were saying he was cloned and all of that.
And I don't understand that aspect.
Well, they love to clone somebody, child.
Who they clone?
If you ain't been cloned, like, the story, like, they love to say, they say Gucci Mane was cloned. Like, they love to clone
Kodak
people.
Black. They said Kodak Black.
Yeah, they love to clone, honey.
No, I just think they go through shit in life and they become something different. Like Kodak right now, I think he's troubled. But back to Jamie, I think that it was really good. It's a tearjerker. You may drop some tears.
Really? I have to watch it. I think.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
I've seen some clips though.
Yeah, it's a tearjerker. I definitely would recommend it for anybody who enjoys hearing a story from the person that, like I said, from the horse's mouth. At first, I was like, bro, just do the comedy. Don't give me all this like theatrics and sometimes I felt like he was acting. But it still brought his story alive.
So it was was it a documentary or a comedy? It was really a stand up.
It was a stand up about what happened to him.
Oh, okay. The full thing was about what happened.
And he said, to stay alive, he has to laugh.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He has to joke around, and kind of like, I guess that was the reason why he made it a stand up comedy show, because that was his main thing, to live, to have fun, to enjoy life. He has to keep laughing. He has to joke
So
around.
he's gonna
So throughout his
answer.
entire process of what was going on, he was telling jokes.
Okay. So he's gonna answer whether he had a stroke or not, because we thought he was.
That's the first thing he talks about. He
Okay,
literally
good.
says what happened. I'm not gonna. I want you to watch it.
I want to know.
Oh,
So
it's a
bad.
brain bleed. Blah. It was a brain bleed that led to
I ain't hear it.
a stroke. Yeah,
What had him bleeding on the brain?
I don't know, but he
Was
was
he
trying
on
to take
blood
his.
thinners or something?
He was trying to hurry up and take his medicine. He just went down.
Mm.
Yeah. So he told a story. Shout out to his kids, his sister, his team, everybody that supported him. Looked
He
out
got more
for
than one
him.
child.
He had 2 daughters.
Oh, I thought he only had the one. They both mixed, ain't they?
I don't know.
I know the one is. You know he loves him a white woman.
Well, he said no more white women in public.
Because that is the only that is one of the things that I say about Jamie Foxx. He likes some
Yeah,
white
he
woman.
said.
Because you know he was with Katie Holmes.
Yeah, he said at the end of the thing, he said no more white women. I'm back to the black community. But then he said no
say.
more white women in public at the end. So he tried to but he has to laugh to stay alive. You know, that was his thing. I gotta laugh to stay alive.
Stay alive.
And we're glad that Jamie is still here. He's a talent. He's one of the best talents in the world. Like, Jamie could do anything.
No, he's when it comes to a singer, actor,
Musician,
comedian,
like-
musician, like he's literally like, and he does well at all
Every
of
single
them.
thing, yes.
Because I ain't gonna throw no names out there, but way back in the day, they would say like, either you can really sing and you're acting a little. It's very few people who are great at all
around.
of the things.
Yeah, he's an entertainer as a whole.
Yes,
like,
as a whole.
He can entertain you with anything. And I think that's what makes him as great as he is. That's what makes us appreciate that he's still here with us. And his time wasn't up yet. Jamie has a lot more to give us. And I just hope that he finds it. Jamie, you need to give us a gospel album now. Or a gospel song. The couple of songs that you did sing, I think he needs to actually put them on records and actually give it to us.
Because he sang when he won his when he won the Oscar or whatever. He sang over his acceptance speech. He sang "No Weapon."
Period.
But it's so crazy because he went through all that. We thought he was dead and all that too. Literally just coming back like.
Yeah,
one
came
day
back
he
with that
popped up
movie.
and he was just back to 100% health.
It's so crazy. He popped up with the movie, the Clone movie. Mm-hmm. That was his next. I think that was the thing he was recording at the time, or something like that.
That's so crazy.
So it's good to have Jamie back. It really feels great
Shout
and
out to
amazing,
Jamie
man.
Foxx, honey.
I definitely think y'all should go check it out. 10 out of 10. If you're a sensitive person, it is gonna bring you to little tears, because it brought me to tears, and I'm not really that sensitive. But I think that it's something for us to understand, and the lesson in all that for Jamie is trust God. Keep God in your life, no matter how great life is. But most importantly, man, take your breaks. Take your time. I think some of these famous people are always working. Of course, because money ain't always long. But sometimes you got to take breaks. Sometimes you got to humble yourself and stay grounded. But most importantly, Jamie, he did talk about church. He stopped going to church and he stopped doing this. So to kind of see things kind of like that, like he's willing to change how things went, it's pretty good. So, last but not least, Remy Ma and Papoose.
I'm Remy Ma, my pap. I love 7 winters, 6 summers.
I won't be talking about this long, just because me personally, I don't understand why we care about what's going on in Remy Ma and Papoose life,
because it's very much sad, and we don't like that. Here's the
but
thing.
I think it's like,
But here's the thing. I think what their relationship represented was that we finally got to, because we always see as the black community, the women hold the nigga down, and in the jail they doing their bid and all that, and we know how that can go. But I've never in my life witnessed like a man holding his woman down in jail like that.
you
like
think Papoose didn't have sex for 7 years?
Here's the thing. Did we hear about it? Did we see it? No.
Well, that's good. He having sex with the right people.
He did what he respected his marriage and his wife. When it comes to and we just don't see that. And so I think it just represented like it's just certain stories like that. We want to see certain couples really win. So I think that's why people cared about it, and it's just a lot with that,
But what made them like? I think like just from some of the stuff that was released, right? Like, is the argument about who cheated first?
No, I think for me the argument is the fact that she ever that for a man to hold, because here's the thing, niggas, they can't take get cheated on. They just can't. It's a difference.
They do it.
Yeah, it's a difference. So the fact that she would allegedly come out and would like cheat on him after he held her down for 7 years, like that's like a thing.
Yeah, see me, I personally like. Yeah, he held her down. I don't even think she's been the same since she got released. I don't know. I think that this could have stayed with them. I don't think this had to be like we didn't have to be part of the group chat. I think that yes, is we like tea, we like drama, but it's like, why are we so invested in people's lives like that? Like,
because that's what it is now. That's just what it is.
I pray for Remy and whose side you on? Who you got?
I'll say this. I saw this building up from way back when it
released about her, and that's the other thing. Thank you for bringing that up. Why didn't we get this when that happened? You see what I'm saying?
Because
like,
at the end,
why? It's like they did that mid-year, and then we come in with this at the end of the year.
Because here's the thing, when you in a relationship, something like that go on, people chatting and all that. If you still really love that person, you're really trying to still protect your situation. It's not gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Now I think because he's lit, everybody's trying to move on. He's going his separate ways. He said that he had been asking for a divorce, whatever. He trying to be happy with somebody else. It's like sometimes, I see this though. I feel like a lot with celebrity relationships, it makes it to the internet when one person is really like, that's like the last resort though, because if you put stuff on social media, and you're a social media person or like you're a celebrity, the public opinion definitely, I feel like, holds weight on it, the other person. So, okay, so say, what I mean, if he had been asking for a divorce or whatever, trying to move on, whatever, she not budging, it's like, all right, there's nothing, what else can I do? I know putting this out
there
to court is going to hurt. Here's the thing though. Once you do that with court and stuff, like, it's gonna be public knowledge anyway. People gonna find out about it anyway.
I feel like it's being handled the right way. When I just feel like that logic is we're saying our last resort is public opinion, and the public, how can they really give an opinion if you don't know what's facts and what's lies?
Honey, we don't need facts and lies, honey.
But that's the fucking problem
we
right
don't
there.
Need facts, honey. If it sell good, honey, that's what we're going with, and we're gonna be messy about it.
But see, that's what I was saying earlier. I feel like everybody was on Papoose side at the beginning, and then they started switching to Remy's side, and then they went back to Papoose side, then they went to Remy's side. I just feel like at the end of the day, they both crazy to me. They both crashed out. I don't have nobody's side without really, like I said, without talking to people, without really being able to have a conversation with them. They could put anything on the internet. Anything could be copied and pasted. Anything could be Photoshop. But how your body moves when you're talking, okay, that's the best way to know if somebody lying and telling the truth.
Yeah. I just think too, like, marriages and divorces, they get messy. The emotions get high. Stuff gets crazy. So, I think I've had enough of it now. Now I'm ready for, okay, we've seen it, we've gotten it. Go ahead, get y'all divorced. Go ahead, move on, do your separate ways. And then we can see y'all, live two separate lives.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the public opinion. The public opinion is probably just get a divorce. Like, the who cheated first, unless that has something to do with it.
The public opinion, yeah, definitely is. I mean, because it's too far now. I mean.
But I'm saying, like, I think that why not get a divorce? Is it because somebody gets money? You know what I'm saying? Or do you have to prove that he was cheating first? You see what I'm saying? Like, well, with them, is there something?
With them, for sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but that definitely gives a relationship that they probably don't have no prenup and stuff like that. I feel like, they probably, that's the one couple who we wouldn't generally think that they would even get a divorce. I know they probably didn't either. So probably a lot. Their situation's probably really like messy. Like their divorce probably is going to take maybe a minute. There's probably a lot of things they have to work out with them.
Oh, I hope they work it out. I still feel like we should be taking out the group chat.
And they do have a child too, which is
like
the saddest part.
Been added to the group chat. I don't think the public opinion should have mattered in this situation.
I mean, but so you feel like that with every couple relationship?
I just question why
we've had the Cardi B and Offset.
But I do question like why do we? But they always on the internet. They always take their cheating and issues to the internet. I don't know why they do that shit either.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
Why do y'all bring? Here's my thing. Why you bring people in your life and they get mad that they comment on it? That's number one. Don't bring us in your life. I don't. Yeah, think,
that I agree with for sure.
I don't think the public opinion is that important for you to bring us in it, especially because you don't know if we're gonna pick you or the other people. And you shouldn't make a final decision on the public because they didn't live it. They didn't see it. We actually are going off of shit that could have been photoshopped.
But you know, too, like, these are still regular humans at the end of the day.
And that's why we should mind our business. Like, if since they regular humans, right? We don't see we see some regular humans put their whole life on the internet. But I feel like that is for their rival moment. I feel like that is the way for them to try to walk in. So I feel like that's why people, regular ass people do that. But famous people, you either about to drop something about to come out, like something is coming, you need the publicity, or you really crashing out. But I just feel like certain things, it shouldn't matter. Like, your marriage should stay private. Like, that's something you handle because we're not in that marriage. We can't see it. And I think, like, we're giving an opinion based off of what? Screenshots? Based off of what somebody said? That's not facts because we don't know the truth to any of this. We just hear, all this is hearsay.
Yeah. Well, I think, see, I have a different perspective with like the whole regular people putting their business out there. I'm from a small town. We're very messy. So the Facebook, everybody puts that certain people really just do that, but they are regular people, so ain't nobody really gonna care too much besides who is there, who know each other. But I think in the sense of them being humans is that like there are people out there who some people are social media people and put their business out on social media. Like that shit, they vent on social media. Like, that's the thing now because social media is a present.
You hit.
But also too, like, social media is a present thing though now. Like that's a thing some people really do. I mean, I've tweeted crazy stuff and talked crazy on the internet back in the day. You know what I mean? Anytime I was feeling some type of way, like I would go to the internet like that because the internet is a thing now. Like now, granted, nobody would know who I was talking about, but I've definitely went on social media and had to blast a couple people and let these hoes know what's going on.
I ain't gonna hold you. I
feel like we've all had an era where we was doing too much on social media.
See, no, I ain't never go. I can't even say I never.
So you ain't never went on social media, but like, oh my God, I can't stand this hoe with her bald head kids.
No, I'm not. First of all, I'm not attacking kids.
You ain't never been like, oh, this hoe got my name in her mouth and she ain't got nowhere to lay her head that night.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I might have like been like I talk about more how I feel. I'll be like I'll post like some like emotional quote and shit. Like I do that.
What's ever been like your messiest internet post that you ever done? Like when you just like borderline crashed out. How long ago was it? If you can remember.
I wouldn't say I crashed out. I was just really happy. I was excited. And I just think that I took it overboard by talking about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I guess that could be kind of like this. I guess it doesn't always have to be like a negative thing. Yeah.
But when I became a bridesmaid for my last sister's wedding, I was so like happy. One, because none of my closest friends really trying to get married. I mean, only one. Out of all my closest friends, I might be in one more wedding besides my own. But a lot of my closest friends don't. It's like two of us in a close friend pack that want to get married. And the other 2 or 3 don't want to have kids like that, don't want to get married.
Are you talking? Oh, okay.
I'm talking about Troll.
Oh, I didn't know who you was talking about. It started clicking now. Yeah, now I understand.
I'm talking about the whole crew.
Yeah.
The 4 of us.
Yeah.
Plus other people I know. The people that I'm close to
I feel like a few of your
Yeah,
you've been
some
to
of
a
my
few weddings though.
neos. Yeah, some of my neos want to get married. My Lance is getting married next week,
You've been to a few
which
weddings.
is why I can't
Yeah.
record next week. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But my Lance is getting married as next week. But I think like that was probably the biggest moment,
Oh, I thought
or
you
when
was
I
talking about
crashed out to
something
like at my
else.
Lance sisters when they didn't.
But did you put that on social media?
No, but
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying social like.
That's what I'm saying.
something
I
you-
don't do that like that. Like the only time I'll do it is when I'm saying like, I don't say, oh, this person, da da da. I'll just post a quote based on how I feel, my emotions.
Yeah, and that's not the same thing.
Yeah, so like that's why I said I don't. I personally, because at the end of the day, the public opinion. If you post it on your close friends, there might be things I posted on my close friends, but that's not to the public.
Yeah,
that's not
still
to
not the same
everybody.
thing.
That's to the selected people. So I can't count that. So if you put stuff in your close friends, keep doing that. I'm saying when people post it to everyone, I don't do that. Now I might have done it, but I just can't remember.
Yeah.
Because I've grown since then. Like
Yeah.
I have a different perspective of social media. I have a different perspective of life. So I don't see things like I used to. So that's why I said I don't want to say never.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt it I ever got on social media.
And really just to win.
I might have talked about the photographer who stood my mama up at her wedding. I might have crashed out on his ugly ass. Little bitch ass nigga. Yo, if you are in the Delaware area and you looking for a photographer, I cannot tell you this man's last name, but if I'm in a spiritual mood to post this part of the screen, I will. Don't let that man do any of your photos. He will fuck up your day at event and be confused what you talking about. So fuck you, Derek, and anybody who affiliate with Derek, anybody that let Derek do their shit, fuck y'all too, because he's trash. He's not shit. Like, yeah. And I still feel that way. I have yet to forgive that nigga.
So that's something.
And my mama only been married almost 2 years.
That's something you would post on just that you.
I feel like I have.
Okay.
I feel like I cussed him out on social media. I don't remember because I was lit. And I called him like 20 times. I sent him like 20 voicemails. Because what you don't do, that's somebody's big event. And then he was at a trashy ass event.
So he double booked this out.
He double booked and then had the trifling ass nerve to say, "Oh, I haven't heard anything." Bro, my mom did a walkthrough with you a month before, and then when you said, "Can y'all send me the details, the pictures?" I sent you the pictures. What the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, well, y'all should have hit me the day of, nigga, or the day before, nigga. You're a professional. Don't use him. He's not a professional.
Yeah.
Use Timmy. What is it? 7 Studio, Rotimi Studios.
Yes, I can vouch for that one for sure.
Don't Judge Me Productions. If you in the Delaware area, Grand Tour Media. But please, do not use some boy named Derek. I promise you, I might actually put his Instagram up here so y'all know who I'm talking about, so y'all don't get confused. Because he's trifling. He ain't shit.
Yes. They also use K Official Photography.
Yes.
K Official Films.
Yes. I'm missing a few people.
Yeah.
I do know that. I just went
Ryan.
off the people. I said Grand Tour.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
I am missing a few. I just don't know their handle to really
Yeah.
say it, so I don't want to mess it up.
But if you need a photographer, hit her up and she will.
Yeah, I
be able
got
to,
you. And I promise you it won't be Derek. Derek is trash. Do not use Derek. He's a dark-skinned African dude. And I love African people, so I'm not talking about because he's African. I'm just trying to let y'all know.
So the description.
He's Derek.
You know,
He does things sometimes for UD. I haven't seen him around lately because people probably know how trifling he is. And I know if people watch this, some of the people will agree with me because he's done it to them. He's trifling. He's not a professional.
that's crazy.
Derek, you know what I am? I'm a fun. See, I think I blocked his ass. Like, that's how pissed I was at that man. That might have been the crash out moment.
Okay.
Because I don't remember it. But I crashed out that entire day. Once I got liquor in me, I fired him up. I even had to call Ryan and had to cuss him out too. Because that was his recommendation. Then he had the nerve to say, I stopped working with him. Nigga, what? So you gave me somebody you stopped working with, bro? Come on, man.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think
Sorry,
to having
y'all.
all that said,
Sorry.
yeah, I definitely have had a few. But yeah, but also too, I think now we're definitely in the age of like social media where like if you crash out on there, like it's so much public opinion now because of social media. I feel like when social media before, I feel like you could go on there and vent a little bit and it wouldn't seem so crazy. Now it's like even on TikTok, especially now on TikTok, people make these think
TikTok might not be here.
It's not. Well, I heard this. I mean, well, they're really as of now, it's really not going to be here like January 15th or
they're
something.
trying to get the Supreme Court
to do it.
change
Okay,
it.
God,
But
I hope so.
the Supreme Court are built with they took abortion away.
Yeah.
Like,
If you TikTok isn't looking good, but there is an app that they said that they had has always existed, and now they're saying that they're gonna try to everybody from TikTok. It's an app called something. I think I sent it to you or was about to, but yeah, they're saying that it kind of gives TikTok. Everybody's starting to try to put their stuff over there, so we'll see, child.
well, send it to me so I can put myself over there.
Yeah, I'm
but I also think that like TikTok, like since we're talking about TikTok, the reason why America is so pressed to lose TikTok, to get banned TikTok, is because TikTok, I think, is a positive thing. They don't get in, like, if you start bullying people or you say something negative, they'll block you.
Oh, and TikTok too, like, honey, they'll ban, like, when you on live and like TikTok, even though people say it's very unfiltered, if you are on live, you can't smoke on live, you can't say. You gotta stay unalive. Like, it's so many things and they will ban you quickly. You gotta appeal and put your account back. Like, so they do be on their stuff though. So that's why I'm like.
But that's why you look at Instagram. You can be toxic on Instagram.
Oh, for
Facebook,
sure.
you can be toxic. Twitter, that's
the
one place.
On there,
Twitter
like,
got porn. So
yeah,
there's
Twitter
like
is
that.
porn. Yeah,
it's that
porn.
moment where TikTok, it's like Google.
Yeah,
it's just not from America.
Yeah,
and
that's really like that.
That's what it really is. And America that has no control over it, and it's just sad because it's selfish. America is looking at the selfish needs of themselves and not Americans. Mm-hmm. It's like the higher ups don't need TikTok. They got money. The elites
and
don't need TikTok.
Years old, so
but the elites don't need TikTok. The elites would just use Instagram and call it a day. The TikTok really helps like influencers. Mm-hmm. TikTok gives you that moment to become an influencer to where your Instagram will start popping.
Mm-hmm. So I got like a few more weeks before I can try to do this influence, honey, on TikTok.
Me too.
Daddy.
Me too.
I'm about to start posting, honey. Y'all follow me on TikTok, daddy.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Young's Life Lessons.
Yes, honey. My TikTok and the TikTok too.
I thought we were talking about TikTok was done, you know.
But I'm saying, right? Mine is Nelly Nails. NELLIE _NELZZ. I'm gonna try to help her bust a few videos out, honey, and try to make it do what it do.
Yeah, I posted Motivational Monday on TikTok this week.
Yeah, so. I'm just about to start posting on there and hurry up and try to
get your shit.
I'm gonna try to.
Well, with that being said, man, just some lessons. Don't put nothing past anybody. We're all capable of doing some shit. You know. I think it's important for us to understand, stay with God, like Jamie said. Sometimes you do. I think laughing is a thing of love. It brings the love out of you. So keep laughing, keep dreaming, keep striving to be the best version of you, but always strive for a pure heart, because I think that that's where the world is lacking, and we as people need to be the ones to pick it back up. With that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. Peace.